Why do we visit a foreign country? Let's now take a few moments to figure out all the different reasons we might have to visit a different country. And if you're following some of our recommendations, we really hope that you have been able to come up with your own reasons. So before you start watching the video, we highly encourage you to come up with your own reasons and your own analysis on this topic. Try to figure out what are the reasons why we visit a different country. And for that, you don't necessarily have to talk about Pakistan or the West or the East, but look at your own life. You look at your own reasons why you want to travel, and what makes you decide that you want to travel, and what country you would want to visit, what possible reasons, what possible factors you might have. So let's go ahead and take a look at our recommendation at our list over here. And again, we're trying to understand, ascertain what all the reasons are. So hopefully we could try to address some of them for Pakistan. So therefore, in the process to be able to maybe open some more doors, some more channels for us to be able to attract foreign visitors, foreign tourists into our country. So let's go ahead and look at some of the reasons that we've been able to come up with to visit a different country. Um, okay, obviously for tourism and for sightseeing, whether we have heard about the place or we watched videos or somebody recommended about the place, regardless, we want to go and check it out with our own eyes. And that could be that we want it's a destination tour for us. We leave our home to go to this specific place, and that could be one of the factors. Or maybe we are heading to somewhere else eventually, but maybe we take a in transit, we spend maybe a couple of days just to explore a place just at a very high level. Where hopefully we see enough in those couple of days to make a mental note to be able to come back and explore some more time at the location. So the first reason that we've come up with is for tourism and for sightseeing. Let's keep going. For education, of course, you leave the country, your home country, to go to a different country when you don't have enough educational opportunities in your own home country, or you want to maybe pursue a career that's much more readily available with better options, better research labs, for example, better universities somewhere else. So for that, we opt to go to a different place. Now, again, there's a little bit of a distinction here, but it's shown by these three bullet points that it could be a long-term degree pursuit that you're going for. So again, we're trying to maybe enroll in a degree program, undergrad degree, for example, or graduate program, and to really to avail of another country's offerings in terms of high level academics. That could be one of the factors. Or it could be a short-term vocational training. We're going there, for example, many people decide to come to the US to get their flying license. They've got programs really all over the country, all over the nation here, and somebody could really come here, camp out in a hostel kind of an accommodation, and in a good 3 to 6 months period, they could get enough hours under the belt, so they can apply for a license for a pilot's license, and then they could go back to the home country, get some more hours under the belt, and then maybe hopefully find a job as a pilot. So this is an example of someone coming to the US or going to anywhere for that matter in the world, and for a very specific program, for a very specific skills. And that's the second bullet point over here, short-term skill development. Or a vocational school. You might decide to become a chef, for example. And with all the research that you do, you might end up deciding that maybe Paris, or maybe parts of Italy, or maybe Spain, or maybe Morocco, or maybe Lebanon offers you the best avenues in terms of learning how to be a chef in the area, in the cuisine that you want to get into. So you decide to go over there. You find maybe an institution over there that offers these programs, and you join them for 3, 6, 9 months kind of a program, and you go there. So the second area that we've been able to identify for why we go to visit a different country is for education. The first one is for tourism and sightseeing. The second area is for education. Okay, let's keep going. What's the third area? To visit family or friends. If we happen to have maybe we are from that country and we want to go back and visit our friends or family, or maybe we want to visit. Maybe we got married to somebody who's from that country, and now he or she is taking us there for to show us around the place. Maybe that could be a multiple of these bullet points. Could be part tourism, part sightseeing, and part meeting with the family. But that's one predominant reason why we visit a different country. Let's keep going. To work, of course. We live in country A, and we get a job opportunity opens up in a different country, and then we decide to take it. Go through obviously all the visa, all the logistics, all the regulatory requirements for us to make a move to the other country, and at the end of it, we end up going to live over there for X number of months, years. Could be short term, long term, whatever it might be. But the fourth category that we've been able to identify for why we visit a different country is to work. And again, as we said earlier, it could be short term or long term. The next reason is to visit partners or vendors. So you might have or be a manager or an owner in a large corporation set up in a certain country, and one of your vendors is from a different country. And you may decide to go visit them, maybe for a very specific reason. Maybe you're launching a new product and you want to sit down with them in the same room, whiteboard the whole development cycle, the whole fulfillment cycle. Try to make sure that you're all on the same page. That could be a factor, or maybe you're trying to uh, to help your vendor hire a different quality assurance team, for example. It could be any number of factors where you might want to say that even though you are a vendor, you live in a different country, and we've held a regular conversation, communication with you from remote, from distance. But maybe sometime it does make sense for one of them to fly out to the other place to meet in the same conference room with a whiteboard next to you, just to be able to hash out a few things, to be able to develop the personal chemistry, to be able to work closely with each other, and to develop the relationship, so you for you to be able to shake hands and move on to the next level. Again, very important, very critical even part of our coordination with a different country, with a team from a different country. So that's another reason why we visit a different country, and especially in a professional capacity, to visit our partners or vendors. And the last area that we've been able to identify is if you want to start a venture in a different country. So you may be living in country A, and you came across someone who gives you a detailed presentation that maybe country B is ripe for, let's say, real estate development, and that's your core competence. Maybe country is great place, great pool of resources for you to set up a fintech, a financial technology company, and want to go and set up your shop over there, whatever your reason might be. You're considering that you're living in country A, you want to move to country B temporarily to set up a shop, to set up an enterprise, and then an enterprise will help you to start a new venture. So these are the six broad areas that one may have to want to visit a different country. Maybe there are seventh or eighth area, and if that is so, please bring us to our attention. So maybe we could update this presentation and provide some more thoughts on that as well. So why did we go through this exercise? We went through this to understand the reasons why what factors somebody may have to want to visit a different country, and we want to take this knowledge, take the lessons here to say how they could pertain to Pakistan. So, what compelling reasons would somebody else now have uh, to visit Pakistan, to want to visit Pakistan? So, again, we'll take the same bullet points now, and for each one of them, we'll try to look at some opportunities that we could perhaps, if enabled, they'll give people reasons to come to Pakistan.